Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our live stream watch-along of Belgium versus Egypt from the FIFA World Cup. And I must admit, it's a pleasure for the very first time ever on Let's Talk Sport to be hosting a World Cup men's watch-along. I've never done it before. Joe Stanley did it. He lost his virginity over 4 years ago when we had the Qatar World Cup. But here I am doing it for the very first time after all these years. And sorry for the delay. I had some problems with the connection. But we should now be underway. The game has just started. We're in the first minute of the game. And, of course, if you want to know the lineups are on the side of me. Belgium to your left, Egypt to your right. Belgium are playing in red and black, while Egypt are playing in the full white away kit. And they are playing in the Seattle Stadium, which is known as the Le Mans Field, which, of course, is the home of the Seattle Sounders MLS team. And if you want to go out of football and go to another football, that is American football, it is the home of the Seattle Seahawks, which, of course, is one of the biggest teams in the NFL, one of the most successful teams over the last few years as well. Anyway, currently got Belgium on the back line. If you have just joined the stream, reach out to us on the live chat page. We'll read out your messages. If you're wondering who the lineups are, the starting lineups are to the side of me and the substitutes at the bottom for both teams. Hopefully you can read that. Because there's so many players available on the bench, with it being a 26-man squad for this World Cup. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of players to try and fit in those boxes. So trying to work with a new layout, as you can tell. It's a little bit different to Joe's from yesterday. Always trying to find new ways to improve our display. Back with the game, Egypt going on the attack, only for it to be intercepted by Ngoy. And Egypt win it back very quickly, just inside the Belgium half. And it's only to be cleared away at the end. Let me just make sure my mic is on. Yes it is. Worried it wasn't then for a moment. I'll just quickly have a sip of water. Already got a dry throat. What's going on? We just checked the votes are in. So far, 50% of you going for Belgium win, 25% going for draw, 25% going for Egypt. But yeah, do reach out on the live chat page. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're supporting today, and who do you think might win this whole World Cup after what was an incredible shock in the earlier group match of Spain versus Cape Verde. And it is Spain who were held to a goalless draw, which was absolutely brilliant. One mention to already say, of course, it is Mo Salah's 34th birthday today. What a day to celebrate in Seattle. I must admit, I'm jealous of that guy, because I want to go to Seattle. If I was going to do this trip, I'd have gone to Seattle and then flown over to Vancouver, across the border to Canada, since both cities are hosting World Cup games. So yeah, Seattle. I know some people have their mixed thoughts on Seattle, but I certainly quite like the look of that city. And it has the baseball stadium down the road, the home to the Seattle Mariners. So, you know, to see a football game at the Le Mans Field and then go to Seattle Mariners is quite a nice day out, I'd have thought. Especially with the sun coming down over that west coast. Just going to make some adjustments there. Go. I'll get the live chat page up on my phone. Joe Stanley is in the live chat page saying they were poor in their first game, Spain. I agree, mate. I completely agree. It looked like Cape Verde were just studied it well, but I wonder how tired they'll be after that. Actually, Joe, I'm sending you a message on WhatsApp now. Oh, just as I say that, Belgium are going for an early shot there. I think that was Kevin De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Actually, now it's with him in the number 7 shirt. It's a nice sunny day in Seattle. I think they're at least 6-7 hours behind us, or maybe even 8 hours. So it's mid-afternoon, I'd say, in Seattle. I'm not sure what the temperatures are. I'll have to have a look in a minute. Here's Jamie Doku on the far side. Belgium attacking from left to right. They're inside the Egypt penalty area. De Bruyne has got some space and they'll go for goal. Just goes past the far post, and you can't allow that ginger nut that amount of room. That is for sure. Unmarked, he saw a gap, went for it, took a swing with his right boot, hit the side foot, and instead it didn't even hit the post. It hit the goal support net post behind the goal at the end. Well, because it's the World Cup, I'm wearing my Argentina 1978 t-shirt, if you can just see that. There we go. And I'll be honest, folks, I don't know what the Egyptian beer is in that country, so I've gone for an easy one, and that is a Belgian beer, the good old wife beater Stella Artois. Cheers. Oh yeah, I'll only have the one. It's a Monday, it's a school night. Back with the game then. Just having a few things I didn't do before the stream went live. I'm just changing it now in the background. There we go. I'll just quickly actually let me just make the transition. So that is how they're lined up there. That's the formation we're looking at. Don't want to cut out the goalkeepers. There's Courtois in goal as well. But there is it looks to be a 4-2-3-1 formation for Belgium. Same for Egypt in a 4-2-3-1 formation. I'll just leave that there for a moment for you to figure out who's where. There's a foul in the middle of the park from the captain of Mo Salah. Not sure if he got a yellow card there. Actually, just for Joe Stanley, if you're still watching, I'm going to be doing that yellow card feature that we've been talking about in the past. So hopefully when we get a yellow card, I could try it out. Mo Salah having words with Tillemans. Both captains having a chat. I think they're having a bit of a laugh. And straight back into the game with Belgium getting the free kick. Hello, folks. We've got some messages. Hello, Viking. Hello, Stuart Davies. How are you, my friend? Oh, and here come Belgium again. Inside, just on the right-hand side of that penalty area. And the referee points to the goal for a goal kick. Trossard is arguing that it wasn't a goal kick and that it should be a Belgium corner. Of course, remember, folks, corners can be, well, goal kicks can be reverted to corners. Referees can check that now on the VAR. I've not actually seen it change yet in the games that I've watched. So I've not watched every game. I have been meaning to sleep. I say meaning to, I have been. Of course, there are more games happening today. 2 more World Cup games, including the next game in Group G, which of course is this group of Belgium and Egypt. And the next one will be Iran versus New Zealand at 2 AM. And then Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay at 11 p.m. But of course, Iran and New Zealand will be watching this game with interest, as they're also in Group G. Iran versus New Zealand. It looks as though Iran are going to get a game at this World Cup, despite what's happened. In politics side, of course, sadly, that does get involved in the game, whether we like it or not. Here come Egypt then, trying to go on their first attack, as we're 10 minutes in. Calls for a foul, and it looks as though Ngoy, well, referee says Ngoy got the ball. So here come Egypt now. No Salah, instead he has the ball intercepted from him. Actually, it was Marmouche, the Manchester City forward, who lost it, and it went back to Courtois, the Belgian goalkeeper, who kicked it long, and a big long run there, and that's only to go out for a goal kick, and that looked to be the Ketelaere, who is the main centre forward for Belgium this afternoon. Just a good one thing that Egypt, I'm sure I've been told ahead of this game, is that Belgium are 13 games unbeaten going into this tournament. So Belgium hoping to extend that to 14. Can Egypt stop that though? Egypt, of course, despite having Mo Salah in their team, still did not succeed in winning the Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year when it took place in Morocco. They didn't even reach the final, of course. They got knocked out in the semis against Senegal. Sadio Mane, Salah's ex-Liverpool teammate, separating the two sides, and a 1-0 win. Is that a late challenge? And I think we're going to have our first yellow card of the game for Egypt's Attia. A foul on what I think, it was on Ngoy. I don't think he catches him. I think Ngoy was hoping to make contact there and just fall over. Oh, I thought that looked like a dive. I think they should revert that. But Attia, for now, has got a yellow card to his name. And we get to use the feature for the first time. It's not that big of a deal. For me, it is. Oh, yeah. He's in yellow. Look, Attia in yellow, our first booking of the game. Stuart saying you can give a yellow to Burgoyne if he appears. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Meanwhile, Doku. Oh, only for it to... Oh, there's a foul. Is that going to be another yellow? I think the referee will kick... No, he's brought it out. And it's towards Belgium, but I'm not sure which player. Oh, it's Caste. And now he's in the book. Yellow card for him. Now here come Egypt as they crack on from that free kick that was awarded to them. It's gone out for a throw-in on the far side inside the Belgium half. The Belgium manager's just sitting in the dugout making notes. He's got quite a smart shirt with a red tie, sky blue shirt with grey jeans, dark grey jeans. I love it though, in that suit he's also wearing an Adidas cap. Got his sleeves rolled up, shows that it's a little bit hot out there in Seattle. Seattle did host some of the games of the Club World Cup last summer. I remember Seattle Sounders, I think, played all their home games at the Manfield, and they were able to have the pleasure of welcoming the champions of Europe at the time, and still are after winning this year's Champions League, of Paris Saint-Germain. And they did lose, I think it was 2 or 3-0, I can't remember the scoreline, but I remember that was during a sunny afternoon like this. It's almost as if the weather has hardly changed since the Club World Cup took place 12 months ago. Well, there's been a foul on Well, referee saying play on. Jamie Doku is down on the ground on the byline on the far side, and he's got his left arm wrapped around his ankle there, and he looks to be in agony here. Referee comes up to check if he's okay. The Manchester City winger collided with Hani there, who's the right back today for Egypt. Stuart asking, what was the Spain score? Of course, you've been running, haven't you, mate? So yeah, he's if so, you've completely missed it. It was Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. Massive shock in the World Cup, probably the biggest shock of the tournament so far. Even though Spain didn't lose, of course, it's early days. They've still got 2 more group games to turn it around, and Spain are still expected to do that. But for Cape Verde, in their first ever World Cup, their first ever game at the World Cup finals, they'll remember that for a very long time. It's arguably their best day ever in the history of their football. So fantastic work from Cape Verde. And you know, I must admit, this 48-team tournament, a package that I didn't agree with, might not be so bad. I mean, again, it's still early days. We've not had that many games played yet, really. There's still a lot of group games to come. Not all the groups have even played a single game yet, so we've still got a couple more games a couple more days to reach that. Foul there, referee giving a free kick against Egypt. Sorry, it was actually against Belgium. Mo Salah winning the free kick. A lot of horns going on in the stadium. Egypt going for a goal, oh, it's in! 1-0 to Egypt. Outside the penalty area, and it's Ashawa who has scored it and broken the deadlock so early on. 19 minutes gone, and it is Egypt that take the lead, 1-0. What a start for Egypt, and the Egyptian fans celebrating in the stands, flying their flag in sunny Seattle. The attack started from the right wing. Ashaw had plenty of space and the defenders did not close him down. The two centre-halves might have to be blamed for that one. He just went for it low into the bottom left corner of the net, and from so far out to beat Courtois as well. It's an impressive strike. Egypt take the lead by 1-0. What a start for them. Manager Hossein Hassan just literally celebrated for 1-0 moment, and just told the rest of his coaches and his players on the bench to just calm down. We've only played 20 minutes. Let's not get carried away. So 1-0. It's a great strike. And you know what? Why not? When you got that space, go for it. Here come Belgium then, on the hunt to try and get that equaliser. Up in the air, a couple of them going for a header, only for Egypt to just boot it away from the penalty area. And they nearly broke the back line of Belgium there, near the halfway line. Referee awards Egypt a penalty, sorry, not a penalty, a free kick. Getting carried away there, mate. It's only on the halfway line. Well, they will have that free kick in a little while, as there is going to be a hydration break. What am I saying? A hydration break. That's what I'm saying. I think I nearly tried to say hydro break, but I have no idea who that is, if that is a person. But what are your thoughts so far, folks? 22 minutes gone. If I can find the early stats on this, maybe. Go on the internet. So the win probability was a lot different before the kickoff, I'll tell you that. It was around 60% or even more for Belgium to win this game. Egypt had a lot less than 31%, that's for sure. But look at it, it's changed all of a sudden. Belgium on 40%, Egypt 31%, 29% for a draw. Belgium have had 2 shots against Egypt's 1 shot, which of course, that 1 shot on target is the reason why they're in the lead. Possession, actually, Egypt lead by, actually, I didn't expect that, 56% against Belgium's 44%. Passes literally only 1 separating them. 112 for Belgium, 111 for Egypt. Pass accuracy again, 1 separating them, 86% for Belgium. Egypt have got 85%. Yellow cards, we've had 1 each, of course, from both teams. We've had 1 offside against Egypt. No corners yet in this match. And it is Inam Ashwar who has separated the scoring after, just before this hydration break. Break. I keep saying Blake. So if you have just joined us, 1-0 to Egypt. Hydration break. I keep saying it. Why have they called it hydration break? Just call it drinks break. So easier, so much easier. They're even, well, the Belgian players already back in their half, ready to go again. I believe the hydration break is 3 minutes maximum. And yeah, 3 minutes maximum. If you are new to the channel, folks, please subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. It's free to do so. We, well, our next watch along will be tomorrow night. France versus Senegal. 8 PM kickoff UK time, that'll be. France starting their campaign against the, well, I still call them the Africa Cup of Nations champions of this year. Obviously, Morocco would say it's theirs, and officially it isn't Senegal's anymore, but I'm afraid I am still sticking by them. I was there when Senegal won it, and I think the despite the drama and the antics that they produced, I still think they deserved the win. They scored, Morocco didn't. So the match is back underway. So Belgium now with Ngoy. Plays a short pass towards the halfway line of Onana. Onana will go back to Ngoy as he takes a few yards forward into the Egyptian half. Of course, what a start for Mo Salah's 34th birthday, eh? Here come Belgium now, as I say that. Go on the attack from the left-hand side. The cross is blocked from Haney, and it'll be a throw-in for Castay to take it quickly. It's a short one near the corner flag on the far side. Tillemans gets pushed to the ground. Referee doesn't look, well, he looks the other way and says play on, basically. Belgium still in possession now. Kevin De Bruyne, a bit more heavily marked than he was earlier when he had a shot towards goal. He tried to play a chipped ball out to the right-hand side of that penalty area, and he was looking out for, I think he was looking out for Doku, and it was intercepted by Ashauer, and he cleared it away. Imam Ashauer, the man that has separated the two sides so far. 27 minutes gone. Second match of the day today in the World Cup, and it is, well, this tournament, we've had some surprises so far. Switzerland couldn't get the win over Qatar. They drew against the previous World Cup hosts. And then, of course, we saw earlier Spain could not get a goal against Cape Verde and had to settle for a goalless draw. Oh, and that was a close one. Oh, it's saved. Doesn't matter anyway. The referee did blow the whistle before the shot was taken. Goalkeeper didn't know that in that moment. And Ashauer chested the ball down as he picked up a delivery from one of the Belgian players. He then intercepted, and then as he was pushing the ball forward, he got tripped by, I think, it looked like Meunier. It was as Meunier. I think in the box when the ball came in it would be their centre forward, but no, Meunier, the right back, instead committed the foul, and Egypt got away with one there probably. Belgium nearly had a shot on target, nearly had their first shot on target registered, but because there was a foul in the build-up to that shot, it won't count. It's a good save by the goal, even if he didn't know if it was a foul. Belgium, I think, will of course do whatever they can to try and get that equaliser as soon as they can to get back level with the Egyptians. They are expected to win this game. Of course, Belgium in the last decade or so have had what we like to call the golden generation, probably their best team on paper, but they have fallen short in both World Cups and European Championships. The furthest they got in the World Cup was the semi-finals in 2018, which they lost to France. Only one goal separated the two sides that night. I think it was it Varane who scored that, or was it Intenti? I can't remember who scored that, but it was ahead of Ronaldo. Here he is again, Ashauer, what a man he's been so far, running the ball forward, excuse me. Tillemans intercepts it, clears it well out for a throw-in midway through the pitch. Stuart Davis says he's only seen 2 games so far. He has been a busy man, Stuart. He has been abroad in Copenhagen. And he mentions it. He says there was a Scottish bar in Copenhagen. I was doing a meet-up at 5 AM. 5 AM for Pokemon Go. I saw it was going mental in that bar. Stuart Davis, the man that's keeping Pokemon Go going. Nah, I'm joking. Pokemon Go, it's been around for 10 years now. Hind Carney saying, please shut up about Morocco. Oh, are you? Where are you from? Where are you from? Are you Egyptian? I'd love to know what other people thought about that Morocco AFCON win, even though, let's be honest, I don't think even the Moroccans themselves accept it, despite what happened. Back with the game. Belgium 1-0 down here. Here comes a cross-in header, and it only goes across the face of goal. They were looking for the head of Tillemans there. Of course, he scored in the Europa League final the other week for Aston Villa to help them win their second European Cup in the club's history. He's another player, don't give him space because he will shoot, and he loves a blinder. Who remembers that FA Cup final goal he scored for Leicester to help the Fearless Foxes beat Chelsea and win their first ever FA Cup? It looks as though there might be an injury for Egypt centre-half, Fatih. He's limping, they're carrying on though, but they might have to get checked out if that limp continues. Belgium in possession. De Bruyne with a nice flick pass through to Doku on the left-hand side. He's up against two Egyptian defenders. His run gets blocked, and it's kicked out for a throw-in. And the throw-in's taken. Every red shirt inside the Egypt half right now. Beautiful day in Seattle. That's a good pass, nearly from Trossard. And now De Bruyne, oh, just as he picked up the ball, he lost it again. It was poked away from him. Now it's gone back to the Belgian half, controlled by their defender, for Courtois to just boot it away. Egypt now on the far side, looking for that second goal. They'd love some breathing space so early on. Oh, and it's saved by Courtois. I'm not quite sure how a shot from that angle even reached to Courtois. It was a low shot again, and he had to dive to his right to make the save with his right hand. It bounced just in front of him as well, so that was not an easy shot. Great strike by Ziku. There'll be a corner kick coming up here. And if I'm correct, I think that's the first corner of the game. Well, it wasn't a corner to remember, that's for sure. It was a short one, easily intercepted by Doku. So what a wasted chance. Doku gets taken down on the halfway line, right in front of the Egypt dugout. The manager and the coach are asking to give him sympathy here, but I think it was Mo Salah. It was. Well, Mo Salah's having to work with the referee. No, it was. Wow, Atiyah's already got a yellow card. No, it wasn't him. At first, he was chasing down Doku, but the foul was committed by Photo. So it's a yellow card for Photo. Stuart saying it's 10th anniversary next month. I thought it might be. He also says there was also an Irish bar, and I thought of you with the Guinness. Oh, thanks, Stuart. We'll have to arrange a trip to watch B93 Copenhagen. Okay. So I've just had a text off Ella. capital letters saying Dacia Goodrum. Why do I have a feeling she's been announced for Strictly? Because Ella's obsessed with that show. But yeah, Stuart, B93 Copenhagen. I really enjoyed it when I went. Amazingly, I skipped the long queue ahead of kickoff when I was there. I was a bit cheeky and just sort of joined towards the front and just hoped no one would notice, and no one did. And I went to go see B93 Copenhagen play. I actually bought a cap from that game, which I've never worn, which I was going to give it to you. I forgot to bring it to you when I next saw you. Last saw you. Belgium now with the ball, 35 minutes gone. Not what Rudy Garcia was expecting maybe in the first half. I always thought this would be an interesting game because Belgium and Egypt, I think, are similar qualities. Two teams that have had good squads over the last few years, but just have not got a trophy to show for it. Of course, Mo Salah leaving Liverpool this summer. I don't know if he's going to go, where he's going to go. Foul there. Referee has paused. It's Fatty who's down. Of course, he was limping earlier on. And all this time he did get stood to the lower end of his shin there by Tillemans. I mean, Tillemans landed on him. I don't think he meant it. Of course, if he's got an injury with him, that's not going to help him. What a surprise. I didn't even Google it, but Ali just said that Dacia Goodrum is going to be on Strictly. Thought you should know. Well, I'll definitely be watching it now. What a legend she is. I thought she was too big. I thought she was too busy for Strictly. She has tours and everything. She tours Europe. She's done alright for an Australian and for a Neighbours actress. I'm waiting for any of you Neighbours fans. There's a Neighbours Classic YouTube channel that's formed. I think it's official as well. They're uploading all the episodes ever since day one from Neighbours. And when I last time checked, they were currently up to 1992. I'm waiting for the late 90s, early 2000s. I hope to God they get there soon, because that was my favourite era. Here come Belgium now. They're trying to get that equaliser. Remember, there's no Lukaku on the pitch. He's on the bench at the moment. Here's De Bruyne with the cross. That's a good ball to Doku. Doku. Oh, De Bruyne couldn't get his foot behind it. Not the power that he would want. Instead, Belgium will go again. They've just gone a few yards back. They're actually closer to the centre circle. Now they'll push it forward again. Doku as an option to the right wing. There he is. Doku surrounded by two white shirts of Egypt. Now in the central midfield. Doku, good pass to Munia. Munia with the cross. Instead it's headed backwards towards De Bruyne. Oh, and a shot deflected there, and it was actually cleared away at the end. This has been quite an interesting game so far between Belgium and Egypt. And there is, well, Trossard is down on the floor, and I think he was hoping to get the referee's attention, and he does so. He wins his side a free kick. Stuart says, yeah, I loved Copenhagen, one of the best places I've been to. Yeah, it's a great city. A friend of mine's doing, I think it's the marathon there next May. Funny enough, when I went to Copenhagen, the marathon took place when I was there. And yeah, I said to him, you should, well, you're going, but you should look forward to it. I fully recommend Copenhagen. I really like Denmark. I really like Sweden. I went to Malmo as well and got the train over the bridge. I assume you didn't have enough time to do that, Stuart. Yeah, and he says, shame the Danes on at the World Cup. Feels strange. It does. Well, if they had not lost to Scotland, they could have got there. They were in the playoffs, but they weren't good enough. They got knocked out back in March. It is bad to think that playoffs these days in the World Cup are decided less than 3 months before the World Cup begins, which doesn't give much time to prep compared to other teams that knew that they qualified last year. 5 minutes to go in this first half. It is Iman Ashauer who has separated the scoring. He scored on the 20th minute to put Egypt ahead, which some it might be a shock if they win. I'm not quite sure about that. Like I say, I think Egypt are a good enough footballing nation. They are the most successful African nation. If we're talking the amount of success they've had at the African Cup of Nations, they've won it the most times. Morocco are probably the best team in Africa at the moment, but as I say, Egypt have that royalty behind them. Stuart asking, where do you think Salah will go? Well, I guess it's all about how much his wages are going to cost a club. I mean, you can get, I mean, he's for free, isn't he? I'd have thought. I don't know where he'd go. I've got a feeling he'll go to Italy. Just got that feeling. I feel like it'll either be Italy or the MLS. Just don't know. I don't know. Maybe Mo Salah playing in the States this summer might give him that. I don't know. Might give him that feeling of going, you know, I quite like playing here. I might want to get a contract here. I'm not sure if there's any rumours, to be honest, of where he'll go next. I've not checked. Unless you have, Stuart. Back with the game. We haven't seen Egypt in the Belgium half for a good few minutes. They've entered it on the far side. Ran out of options and they've decided to play it back to the defensive line with their two centre-halves between Ibrahim and Fatih. Now with Fotoa. Oh, that was a poor pass out wide. Went to give it away for a Belgian throw-in on the near side. It's taken by Union. Joe Crosland has reached us on the live chat page. He was co-commentating with Joe Stanley yesterday. The two Joes at it yesterday. What a pleasure that was on my train home from the Hensford Hills race day. And them two were doing Germany, Curacao. Kevin De Bruyne with a shot, only to be blocked by his teammate of De Ketelaere. And he'll have a go at him in the change room afterwards. He'll throw a towel at him. Maybe his worn socks. For a guy like me who's got no sense of smile, it wouldn't bother me at all. You throw them at me, De Bruyne. Throw as many as you like. It ain't working. Joe Crosland and Stanners covering Germany Curacao yesterday. They had a goal fest, 8 goals to talk about. Curacao, of course. Was it an equaliser against Germany? Was it an equaliser? Did they go on the look? No, it was an equaliser. Either way, great moment for them despite losing 7-1. For my good mate Caroline, who's got Curacao in the sweepstake. We have the shittiest team in the tournament prize. Goalkeeper gets there for Egypt. Ahead of the Belgian player, and he rolls it, throws it, tosses it out wide to Mo Salah. He's got his back towards Ngoy, surrounded by Ngoy and Trossard. He does really well to get out of that. He may be getting older, Mo Salah, maybe 34 today, but still he is brilliant with that ball when he needs to be. And now Egypt out of nowhere, out on the attack. Can they get a second goal before the half-time break? Just a minute to go. From the left-hand side now with Ziku. Back out wide on the left-hand side. Of course, they're probably just seeing if there's an opportunity or a gap here. The ball comes in. Ooh, went past one Belgian defender, but luckily Ngoy got there. Referee, after all that from Egypt, no real threat there. Ngoy falls to the ground and gets himself a free kick. And yeah, in all fairness, Marmouche had his studs up on his foot there. No arguing against that. Stuart saying there's been no rumours really. I'd imagine Mo Salah is just waiting until the end of this tournament or whenever he's done and dusted here in the States. Of course. Well, I mean, Bayern Munich have been busy. They've already made a signing. Well, according to Fabrizio Romano, it's pretty much going to happen. And that is the Moroccan forward who scored the other night against Brazil. forgotten his name. Is it Balbode or something like that? I remember him playing in the Dutch league last season. He had quite a good season. Stats-wise, he did very well. Sorry, it's Sabari. Sabari, that was it. Sabari with the goal. Four minutes of added time. Just as we say that, Doku with a shot. And oh my word, from close range, how's he hit it so far out? Even Garcia, his manager, has just looked the other way and just wondered how's that not gone in. It was a long throw near the corner flag, and then it was Catalia who left it for Doku, just teed it up for him, and Doku took a step back, then swung on it, and he just messed it up completely. In all fairness, there was a couple of Egypt players in front of him when he took the shot, and I think even if he directed that correctly, I don't think that would have gone in. I think it would have been deflected. Minute and a half gone in this 4 minutes of added time then. Belgium have a bit of thinking to do if it stays like this when they head to the changing rooms. What will Rudi Garcia do? Of course, we've got Lukaku on the bench. Could he be the difference? Witsel as well. Of course, Witsel must have had a few tournaments under his belt by now. As I say, Belgium are in a 13-match unbeaten run ahead of this game, and it's certainly under threat. Not a bad form to go into this World Cup. Free kick for Egypt. Let us know on the live chat page, folks, during half-time who you think is going to win this World Cup. I've seen Garcia's making notes and he's putting it in his suit jacket pocket. How can you wear a suit in this weather? I've been to check how warm it actually is in Seattle. I mean, I'm relying on my iPhone weather app. Not exactly the most reliable thing. And here comes Egypt now. Oh, it was always a tight angle. I think that was Marmouche who went for an effort there, cheeky effort. He was up against the left post. He was next to the byline of the corner kick and goal kick line. They've got the corner though, and they've got one more corner to be taken again here. Marmouche making those Belgian defenders work for it, and Courtois with that shot just before. So in Seattle at the moment, it's currently 28 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty warm. Egypt players, I think at least, will be used to this. The humidity is 41%. Now a cross coming in, only for a sea of red. Church to sort that out. Then a volleyed effort from outside the box is deflected. Will that roll out for a corner? It will do, and we might just have one more here for Egypt. They'll be taken this time on the opposite side, which is the far side. It feels like 27 degrees, and actually it's going to get even warmer. So it's currently... Here comes... Oh! Oh! The ball just went past the goalkeeper, an open goal, and all it needed was a touch towards the net. But instead, Belgium, wow, hearts in mouths moment for the Belgian players, and they live on there, and they will stay just 1-0 down going into the half-time break. But that was a scary moment. Courtois committing to a ball in the air against a bunch of players, and he knows, a goalkeeper like him knows, if he doesn't get there, he's in trouble. Luckily for him this time, he loses a cat life. And at half-time then, it is Egypt that take the lead by 1-0, thanks to Iman Ashawa with a 20th minute strike from outside the box, beating Courtois to the bottom left corner of the net to separate the two sides. Can Egypt hold on to that lead come the second half? It'll be a lovely birthday present for Mo Salah on his 34th birthday if they can get the 3 points here this afternoon in Seattle. So half time. Let me just change the clock. There we go. I won't be going anywhere, folks. I will stay around. Also, folks, can you see the substitutes text? Or is it just too small? I think whenever we do our regular league matches, like come the new season again, there'll be a lot less players that need to go on the bench, because obviously at the World Cup you just take your whole squad wherever you go. So let's just check the stats from half time. Sorry, for half time, that is. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Let's get that a little bigger. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So, I'll just refresh just in case. No, that does say half-time, so that is the latest stats. So it is Belgium with more shots than Egypt. Shots on target. Egypt, 3-0 they lead. And the possession is more on Belgium's side, which has changed since then.
احكي لي احساسك بعد شوط كبير قدام منتخب بلجيكا.
بنلعب فريق كبير جدا، عنده نجوم كبار، عنده مش اسامي بس، عنده فعل في الملعب.
It's in a different language, so I can't translate that. I'll keep it on though, folks, in case you understand it.
كابتن حسام اشتغل مع الفرقه، اشتغل حفظهم كل تفاصيل الفرقه، كل لعيب في بلجيكا متحفظ، محفوظ اللعيبه بتاعتنا. بنشتغل، اللعيبه بتنفذ ولله الحمد، بتنفذ كما الكتاب زي ما حسام قال بالظبط. فالحمد لله في تركيز، في تنظيم، في بنلعب الشغل بتاعنا بعد ما نقطع الكوره بنلعب على الكوره المرتده، ودي اللي الحمد لله متفوقين فيها. وان شاء الله باذن الله ان احنا نحافظ على النتيجه، لان انت بتلعب مع فريق كبير، فانك تحافظ على النتيجه دي حاجه كويسه جدا، ولو ربنا كرم وزودنا دي حاجه كويسه. انما فرقه بلجيكا فرقه قويه جدا جدا وليها احترامها، والماتش مش سهل، لسه شوط تاني صعب. فان شاء الله انا عارف لعيبتنا رجاله هيعملوا كل ما اللي عندهم انهم يحافظوا على النتيجه، يعملوا نتيجه ايجابيه لينا باذن الله.
درجه الحراره مأثره شويه على اللعيبه ولا خلاص اتعودوا على الموضوع؟ وتوقعاتك للشوط الثاني، هنلعب برضه على التحولات ولا الموضوع هيبقى عامل ازاي؟
يعني انا شايف درجه الحراره، طبعا احنا ولله الحمد اتمرنا واشتغلنا الفتره اللي فاتت على درجه الحراره اللي موجوده، وجينا بدري جينا بدري واشتغلنا من بقالنا دلوقتي اسبوعين ولا بقى اكتر، حوالي اسبوعين بنشتغل التمرين بتاعنا الساعه 12 في عز الحراره دي. اديك شايف كل وشه حتى كله اسمر وكده، فالحمد لله شغالين على درجه الحراره دي، والحته دي مش باذن الله مش هتتعبنا باذن الله، لان اللعيبه رجاله وبيلعبوا من قلبهم وبينفذوا كل اللي قال عليه حسام حسن يعني.
شكرا كابتن ابراهيم.
We got 1 minute? 1 minute? Ok. Bon, Claude, c'est pas une super première mi-temps, donc c'est pas une super nouvelle ce résultat 0-1 à la mi-temps. Comment vous avez analysé ces 45 premières minutes?
Effectivement, c'est pas une bonne nouvelle, mais ceci dit, je dirais qu'avant le but, ce qui nous a manqué, c'est de ne pas utiliser cette profondeur qu'on avait parce que c'était un bloc suffisamment haut. Maintenant qu'on est mené, on s'attend bien évidemment à un bloc très bas. À nous de trouver les solutions dans les pockets avec nos joueurs de pocket pour trouver du mouvement autour du porteur du ballon et se créer des situations.
C'est ça, ça manque un peu de tempo, de mouvement, de solutions pour le porteur du ballon?
Ouais, c'est ça, de mouvement, de tempo, de rythme, de précision également. Techniquement, on s'est mis en difficulté sur l'une ou l'autre situation. Donc on va profiter de la mi-temps pour essayer de corriger tout ça et puis se montrer dangereux, revenir bien évidemment à un partout et puis gagner ce premier match.
Merci.
Wow, that was just a couple of coaches there, one for Belgium, one for Egypt. I can't really translate that. One was in French, I think, and the other was, I guess, Egyptian. I have no idea. But yeah, it's been an interesting game so far. I'm just seeing. Oh yeah. Anyway, back with the stats. So passes. Look, I mean, Belgium, since they conceded, they've definitely had a lot more of the ball. And of course, as expected, Egypt, I think, will probably just keep defending that lead now. Maybe they can. I mean, they've shown that they can try and go for a second goal, Egypt. They're not afraid of that. And, you know, good on them, because we do see a lot of games where, especially teams that probably aren't expected to beat their opponents and they get that lead, sometimes they do try and sit back and just hope that they don't concede, which I do think that's a lot to ask when the game has still got over an hour to play. When they scored, of course. Of course, there's only 45 minutes left to play come the start of the second half. But they did score in the 20th minute. It is a very hot day looking at the fans. They're showing shots of fans in the stadium. A lot of them wearing caps to keep their faces shielded and not get sunburned. It is a very warm day. 28 degrees in Seattle. They're just looking at the head-to-head between Jeremy Doku and Imam Ashawa. Goals. 1-0. Of course, for Ashawa. Attempts at goal, both of them have got 1. Attempts on target, just the 1 for Ashawa. No assists for either of them, of course. Passes completed. Doku leads that one on 14 against Ashawa's 11. And the fouls, 4, go towards Ashawa. 3, Doku with 1. Just going through the highlights here. De Bruyne with a shot that went just a bit wide past the far post. And that was a big chance there early on. Egypt leaving him with complete space. Then next up was Doku with a good attack down to Tillemans. Then it was back with him, then it went back to De Bruyne. But looking at that angle again from De Bruyne's shot, just went past that far post. All that space he had. Goalkeeper looked like he had that corner cover though. He did make the dive down the right way to try and save it. He wasn't sure though if that was going to go in. Joe Crosland asking me, has Stu told you the story from their latest pilot lessons? No, do tell me. I think now they're showing the replay of the Egypt goal. There's Mo Salah who played it onto Ashawa, who scored a terrific goal from outside the box as well. Like I say, if you beat Courtois from there, you know it's a special goal. It was a free kick it began with, down on the near side. It was a driven diagonal ball across the field in the air. I think it'll be Mo Salah that gets the assist here. He was on his own, picked the pass up to Ashawa. Ashawa also unmarked. And, you know, good work from Ashawa. From where he was, you think you'd play it another pass, but instead he had his back towards goal when he collected the pass, took a turn quickly with the ball, knowing he had the space around him, and he just swung and it took a shot. And because of that, that's why they are separated, the two sides. Joe Crompton says, I'll let you, Stu, tell you. I'm intrigued now. It's never a dull moment with Stu Davies. Yeah, it was Mo Salah. There's a confirmation. Mo Salah with the assist. Ashawa's celebration's a funny one. But he got completely pushed down to the ground by Ziku. Nearly landed on his head. Then he hit the ground there. It's a great shot. Oh, yes. Very good goal from Ziku. What's everyone's thoughts so far in this World Cup in terms of it being in the USA, Canada, Mexico? I don't mind where it is. I think it's just more of the... I think for me, it's just more of the fact that the time zones are just not on our side. We get 1 or 2 games that are at normal time, I guess. Like we have this one now. We had the 5 p.m. kickoff of Cape Verde in Spain. And then the next game, shortly... I can't figure out who's playing next. Is it Saudi Arabia or Uruguay? Yes, it is. Saudi Arabia, Uruguay at 11 o'clock, which I am looking forward to, I must admit. I love watching Uruguay. I'd love to know who's in their team for this one now. Just go see what their probable lineup might be. Valverde, of course, will be in there. Varela, Oliveira. Fernando Muslera is still their goalkeeper after all these years. He's 39 years old. Fernando Muslera, what a legend. Just watching the replay again of that strike by Zico. He made Courtois to stretch for it, which it was going in. It was a good save by Courtois. Fantastic save to hit the ball away there. It went straight to him and he made the save. It was going to creep into that bottom left corner of the net. And then that corner right at the end of the first half, which Courtois went into the crowd of players to try and punch the ball away. And instead it went past him, over his head. And luckily for him, it looked as though Marmouche was just not there to pick it up and try and get this game 2-0 up for Egypt going into the half-time break. Those are pretty much the highlights moments of that first half. But yeah, just looking at the Uruguay probable lineup for today, of course, this isn't a definite, but the fact that Muslera is still their goalkeeper, I had not known. I mean, that is terrific. He's been in that squad since at least 2010. 16 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. World Cup 2010 feels like a long time ago. I'm intrigued now, Joe. What is it Stu's got to tell me? I think we're just about 5 minutes away, folks, from the start of the second half. And if that is the case, we've got a bit of time to kill, haven't we? And, of course, let me switch to the main page since the camera's a little bit bigger for you. With this being the World Cup, of course, this is the right time to open a Panini sticker packet. There it is. Only the one packet today. Nice and shiny, isn't it? I do have a sticker album. I've filled it in with the latest stickers that I got, which was when I got the album. So, and that was a few weeks ago, so I've not updated since. I do want to complete the album. It's just it's so expensive if you do. And a bit of me's waiting until the stickers become a bit cheaper or people just don't care anymore once the World Cup has been and gone, really. For any of you out there wondering if there's any alternatives to stickers, I'd recommend Vinted. Maybe even eBay, maybe also Facebook Marketplace or even the Facebook groups, because there's a lot of Facebook groups dedicated to Panini swaps. So if you have spares, you could swap with others that have spares. So, okay, you can't, but at least you get stickers out of your spares to help you get closer to finishing your album. Vinted is good, though. A lot of people do sell their piles of spare stickers or whatever stickers they've got left just to make some money back. So I'd fully recommend that as well. I've done it a few times, and you do get a lot of stickers for what you pay for from some people. Anyway, we are opening this packet. Let's find out who we got. I think, is it 7 stickers you get in a packet now? I think it's nearly £1 for a packet, though. It's crazy. Gone are the days of 50p, 40p for stickers, that's for sure. Okay. For Uruguay, we have Sergio Rocket, who's another goalkeeper, just as we were talking about goalkeepers for Uruguay ahead of their game tonight. There he is. Hopefully the camera can pick him up a bit better there. Right. Next up, we've got Turkey with Barış Alper Yilmaz, who plays for Galatasaray. Looks to be only 26 years old. Born in 2000. Camera's not the best, I must admit, at focusing in. We got Nusa Mazraoui, Man United player, one of my favourite United players as a Man United fan. He is terrific. Oh, we got Alisson, the Brazil goalkeeper who did concede the other night against Morocco. Ali Gulezadeh, who is Iranian. He'll be probably playing tonight for Iran. Not that I know. Jamie Burgoyne's sweepstake team, just a reminder to him. Lawrence Atazigi for Ghana. I think he's a goalkeeper. And we also have a Haiti player, Danley Dean Jacques. There he is. Born in 2000 as well. Oh, God, I'm starting to feel old. Some of these footballers now in their prime were born in 2000 or even later. So, anyway, it looks as though the players from both teams are coming back out onto the pitch. Will there be any substitutions made? And if so, I'm not really sure I'm going to do this. Right, here they come. So let me just get the clock sorted. Right, Egypt to start this second half. I don't think there are any substitutions. So Belgium happy with what they've got so far under Rudy Garcia, despite Lukaku being available on the bench and Witsel. I'm sure we'll see Lukaku if they're still trailing in the next 10 or 20 minutes. Well, I'll be surprised if they don't. Quite the goal scorer for Belgium. I think he's their top scorer ever as well. Second half has begun. So it'll be Egypt attacking from left to right. And Belgium from right to left. And Rudy Garcia seems to be doing a lot of checking his pockets in his jacket. He's continued doing that in the second half. Something tells me he keeps a lot of stuff in those jacket pockets, as he has the jacket hung up on his chair, on a chair next to him. No one can sit there. That's his spare seat. He is the manager after all. So throw and taken. Of course, 3 yellow cards have been given out so far. The players highlighted in yellow for our teams. That means they've been given a yellow in this game. Of course, the ball next to that player's name means they are the goal scorer. Which I've got it on the wrong one. It's Ashow, isn't it? Whoops. Let me move that. Sorry about that. That was clever. Shower. There you go. Not Atia, the man who got yellow carded. Egypt now with the back line. Surrounded by red shirts there. Does well to just keep it away. That was Ibrahim. Now to Chaubert, who's the goalkeeper. Trying for Belgium to try and take it quickly. Referee decides to actually give a free kick against Jamie Davies. He's on his knees, swinging his arms around, complaining about the decision. Oh, and a shot blocked there for Egypt. Scary moment there for Belgium, just inside their own box. With Ziku, I think it's going to be a throw for Belgium. I think he got the last touch there. What a chance that was for Egypt to go 2-0 up. Shot blocked. I think that might have been from Michelli. Turn my light on. getting dark now. It's for any of you outside the UK, it's just gone 9 o'clock. Well, 10 past 9 over here. It's we have it a lot later than the Americans do during this tournament. But again, for any of those Americans who love their football, we've had a lot of tournaments where the time zones have gone against them. Let's not forget Qatar was 2 hours ahead of us 4 years ago. Russia was around 4 hours ahead of us, if I can remember rightly. So, you know, they're having to watch games a lot earlier than us. America have it probably spot on there, because even if it means watching a game at 8 AM in the morning, at least it's a reasonable time still. You're getting up and enjoying the rest of the day. Of course, for any of those Premier League football fans in America, and they do love the Premier League over there, they, you know, by the time the 3 o'clock games are done, they can enjoy the rest of their day. I always hear about bars and pubs in America where they'll open up early and serve breakfast to their customers if they show them their Premier League matches. So there is fans in football over there. There's no doubt about it. For anyone who wondered if they liked football, of course they do. It's just not their #1 sport compared to sports that they've got as their adopted own of basketball, baseball, American football, ice hockey. Even golf to an extent. Meanwhile, Belgium, so far 5 minutes in, so far not had an attempt on goal at all. Here's Jamie Doku. Can he make that happen? Gets past one man and then the second man stops his run. And Doku is denied. But Belgium have won the ball back. A poor clearance that was. And somehow Egypt have got the possession again here. Now they've pushed up to the halfway line. Courtois should get there. He comes out of his own penalty area to just boot the ball out up into the middle of the field, then picked up by those Telemans who thought he won the ball, but he got taken down there and he wins a free kick. That was against Fati. What can Belgium do here then to get that equaliser? Is that a foul, referee? I think he's going to give a free kick to Belgium. And he will do. Doku calm down again. Doku spent a lot of this match on the floor. It just shows what a nightmare he is for defenders. He gets clipped there towards his right leg. No touch on the ball there from the Egyptian player. Doku's making a signal to the bench. Not sure what that's all about. He's pointed towards the free kick, but I'm not quite sure. Might be talking tactics back with his coaches. Free kick to come then. Just literally only just outside the penalty area to the left-hand side. And as you'd expect, Kevin De Bruyne, a serial winner with Manchester City, now plays football for Napoli in Italy. He's about to take this free kick, I think. Trossard is standing nearby. He's starting to walk away. Trossard, of course, I believe, has left Arsenal this summer, just after they lost that Champions League final to PSG. Bit of a delay in this free kick. They're trying to sort out this wall. There's 2 Belgian shirts just in front of the Egypt wall. And as expected these days, there's going to be the Egyptian. No, he's going to lie behind it. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Good save by Shobir. And it's a corner kick, I think. Should be if he saved it. No, it hit the post. I thought he saved it. De Bruyne striking the post there. Post denying him and Belgium the equaliser. Oh, Belgium fans in slow motion there, One's got a massive lens camera in the stands. I'm surprised they've allowed him in for that. Egypt now trying to maybe put this game to bed. It's in the penalty area, only for the attempted pass to be stopped by Castay. And it's going to be a corner kick to come for Egypt. Egypt going on these quick counter-attacks. It's great to see. And they nearly caught Belgium out there. The Red Devils under real pressure here against the Egyptians. Mo Salah, wearing the captain's armband, takes the corner, only for it to be headed away in the 6-yard box. It comes out of the penalty area. Egypt have the ball back in possession. It's going to go back into their own half. And now it'll go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Of course, news coming out today that Cucurella, the Spanish wing-back, is to join Real Madrid for, I believe, 51 million from Chelsea. But Real Madrid very busy in the transfer market. I mean, when are they not? Here comes Ziku now. That's a good pass across. Oh, and it could get through there. No, well denied. Egypt have won the ball back there in a dangerous area. And the cross comes in, and header, Courtois keeps it in. Maybe not for long. Oh, the shot's gone well wide. Oh, Asho, who could have scored his second goal of the game, somehow has kicked it from just outside the 6-yard box to going out for a throw-in on the far side near the corner flag. And really, Egypt, if they're not going to win this game, they'll look back at this and wonder that they should have scored. Good save by Courtois. It was Mo Salah with the header. It took one bounce before Courtois made the save. And of course, a bouncing save is not an easy one. Can easily change the direction of the ball, but Courtois had it covered, making up for the goal that he conceded in that first half. And now we've got substitutions taking place for Belgium. Double substitution, that is. So Castay and Onana have gone off. De Kuiper and I think Raskin has also come on. Oh, now Egypt come again. Castay was booked, so it's understandable why he might have gone off. That was a block. I'll just try and change these substitutions if I can. I'm hoping that works. So I've put brackets in the name of who they've replaced. So De Kuiper replacing Onana. And Castay, of course, has gone off with that yellow card. So Raskin on for Castay. So no bookings now under that Belgium 11. Hello Philip. Philip has reached out to us. That is Philip Roseal 3506 saying, I want to start Trossard. He's so much better as a sub, at least for Arsenal he certainly is. Yeah, I know what you mean. He's I'm not going to say like a Solskjaer or a Chicharito or anything like that, come off the bench kind of player, but yes, you can't go wrong with him with 10-20 minutes to go. Very crucial player with that amount of energy and pace in him, that is for sure. But of course, this Belgium team is not the Arsenal team. I feel like the Belgium team is not what it used to be. They don't have that many options. And that's probably why you see Trossard starting under Rudy Garcia. If you have just joined us, folks, maybe you've come back from work, maybe you've forgot that this game was happening, and now you're like, oh God, I better watch the rest of it if I can. Oh, hang on a moment, here come Belgium, De Bruyne. Oh, nearly got through against the defence there in the penalty area to have a pop at goal, but now they're in trouble, Belgium. The ball's on the other side of the pitch, and now Egypt, can they go for it? Oh, struck way over the crossbar. And Marmoush was, well, he had two defenders chasing him down, and I think he felt like he was running out of time, running out of space to have a pop at goal. He did very well on the run, especially against this Seattle heat that we've got. Nearly 30 degrees of heat. Marmoush, well, actually, I think he felt pressure at the end from Ngoy. Ngoy will start to run across him as well. So, now with Belgium yet again. Well, that's a good ball to De Bruyne. Now Doku. Doku falls to the ground. Goalkeeper picks up the loose ball. Doku in disbelief as he sits on the ground there, wondering how that's not a penalty. Well, he does get tripped, I thought. Referee, of course, has denied it. We do, of course, have VAR. But I don't think there will even be a VAR check. They've played on here. So if we reach the hour mark, if you've just joined us, it is Egypt that are 1-0 ahead.
Okay.
So corner to come. Oh, what an attempt that was by Tillemans. Never a guy shy of a long-range effort. Picked up from the corner and he went for the volley. just skims past the post. What a goal that would have been if that went in. Oh, I wish that went in now. That would have been a hell of a goal. Egypt still 1-0. Stuart's actually asking the question that maybe Doku should have been yellow carded. He didn't get the penalty. But yeah, I think you're right, Stuart. Referee should call him out for diving. If anything, De Bruyne this time has a go with his right boot. Only for it to go down to the centre of the net, where the goalkeeper of Chaubert already being in place for. Again, De Bruyne with that space. You can't give him that amount of space no matter what. He's just like Tillemans, he has an eye for goal. He's a terrific delivery player, but he's also a terrific shot player. Sorry, I didn't find the right words there, to be honest. I could have came out of a better sentence. Well, I thought he might come on at some point. 17 minutes into the second half, and it looks as though Romelu Lukaku will be coming on for Belgium. Who will he come on for, though? Here's Doku on the edge of the penalty area on the far side. It's going to be a corner kick for the Red Devils. I'd imagine he'll come on for De Ketelaere. Meanwhile, they've just taken the corner quickly, so won't come on just yet. Now De Bruyne, with the space he has, will produce a cross straight to the hands of the Egyptian goalkeeper, and the Egyptian goalkeeper is not messing around. He tries to boot the ball out as far as he can to his teammates up ahead, but he claims he was fouled, and took contact with that drop kick. He wins a free kick. I think he tactically did that though. I think he meant that on purpose. Stuart saying never understood diving here. I know, I agree, Stuart. Should be a yellow card if he doesn't believe it's a penalty. Meanwhile, Egypt looking to try and end the game here. Oh, it took a deflection and it went wide. It was Omar Mamouche yet again. He tried to go alone there. I think he was up against Ngoy when he went for this strike. Then Belgian players, four of them coming back out of nowhere in front of him. Then took the shot. It got blocked. Deflected off Ngoy. It's going to be a corner for Egypt, so you know it's not over yet. This wave of attack from Egypt. I'm still waiting on Lukaku to come on. Salah with a short corner. Only for the cross then to be headed out of the penalty area. There's still an attempt here for Egypt to go for a short pass. Then a low cross there, only for it to be denied by McKelly. Now with Tillemans up against Omar Mamouche, he gets taken from behind. Referee does give Tillemans a free kick in the Belgian half. I think there's going to be a yellow card, or maybe not. It's going to be a substitution for Belgium. And as expected, it is the Catalan to come off, who hasn't really made much impact in this game, but you can hear the fans around Lemon Field. I think they're quite excited to see Lukaku come on. What an experience he has had in his career, Romelu Lukaku. And can he be the man that gets them back in this game? Oh, just as we say that, he scores on his first touch of the game! And Romelu Lukaku has got Belgium back in the game. 1-1, and he literally kisses his hand to the sky. The footballing gods watching him on, and Rudy Garcia will be delighted with that substitution. That was straight away a justified change, and straight away he puts them back in this game. 66 minutes gone, game on here. Belgium 1, Egypt 1. So slow pace to begin with as Belgium entered the Egypt half. Then it was a chipped long ball directly out to the right hand side, and then Lukaku in a sandwich between two Egyptian shirts. He still gets his foot behind it. I think it might actually go down as an own goal maybe. I'm not quite sure if I watch the replay here. It will be an own goal. My feed is saying that it's a Romelu Lukaku goal, but it looks to be an own goal. Either way, they don't care, Belgium. Either way, it will count, and they are back in this. And tell you what, the timing's perfect for Belgium now, as they will have, both teams will have a drinks break. And change the scoreline. And of course the sprinkles are out on the pitch. Or is it sprinklers maybe? Well, they're saying Lukaku's got the goal. I mean, in my eyes, he didn't. But let's put that goal next to him. So are Belgium going to turn it around, folks, while we have this drinks break? So just a reminder who I got in my sticker pack at half time. There's your first one. We got Lawrence Atazegi of Ghana. Ali Golezadeh. Alisson, the Brazilian goalkeeper and Liverpool goalkeeper. Mazraoui of Morocco and Man United. Baris Alper Yilmaz. And Sergio Roquette. Or Rochette. Not quite sure. Waiting for Stuart to tell us that story, Mr. Crosland. So they haven't actually kicked off from that goal because of the hydration, Blake. I keep saying Blake. Hydration break. Bloody hell. I think there's going to be a substitution, maybe. Not quite sure. Yep, there will be. So, Enam Afshauer coming off for Arabia. So our goal scorer is gone. Yeah, Rabier. So Rabier coming on. That is a defender, by the way, coming on from midfield. So is that a sign that Egypt are going to try and just play for a draw here and take the point? Joe Stanley reckons Mo Salah will go to Saudi Arabia. So Rabier coming on for Ashau. That's the first Egyptian substitution with 19 minutes to go. Yeah, I do wonder where Mo Salah will just take a big paycheck. Let's be honest, Saudi, it's easy for them to just bring him in and he's a big star. Belgium now then, hoping to complete this turnaround. Trossard. Out on the far side, back to Trossard. That's a good flick pass forward. And he'll go for goal, and it's gone straight to the goalkeeper at the end. And I think that was Kuiper who had the shot there. There they come again, Belgium. Feels as though they're going to be the main team attacking for the rest of this half. 18 minutes to go. Now with Raskin. All red shirts pretty much in that Egyptian half now. They know they were the ones expected to win this game. Egypt have had their chances as well, not just the first goal, but they could have extended that lead, and I think they're going to regret it now for not taking those chances. Free kick against Belgium there. To Kuiper. Stuart saying, sorry, not Stuart, Stan is saying Cello Inter would be immense. Yeah, I wouldn't go against that. I just feel like he's passed it for I don't know. They pay his wages. I mean, they're paying quite a lot just for Taro Martinez to stay. Stuart saying, so I landed in France but forgot my passport and ended up being investigated. Oh God, did you fly to France? That's hilarious. Did you not plan on going to France? You went the wrong way or something, mate. That's hilarious. Sacre bleu! Stuart Davies on my lap. I want to go. The Kuiper, I think it's just been. Has he been given a yellow? Yes, he has. He's pulling. Well, what do you expect when you're pulling Zico's shirt when he's already beaten you? That was a tactical foul, no doubt. So the Kuiper has got a yellow. Let's put him in yellow. Going to be another substitution for Egypt. Just to confirm, Onana didn't get a yellow card. He was the substitute that came off for De Kuyper to come on. Mo Salah, so he can enjoy the rest of his birthday sitting on the bench and relaxing. Well, I say relaxing. We'll be watching on for the next quarter of an hour at least to see if his teammates can at least bring home that 1 point for the group table. He's come off, so has is that Ziku that's come off? Hamza Abdul Karam has come on, that's a striker replacing Mo Salah. Passing it back to his defender at the moment. So long ball there for Courtois to quickly pick up at the end. Zizou has come on for Ziku. Not a hard one to forget there. Quite easy. That's a nice one. Zizou and Ziku. I had to try and remember that. Oh, now here come Belgium. It's Lukaku. Oh, and his shot is blocked. He was trying to go for his signature side foot shot. Probably try and curl it past the goalkeeper. Still 12 more minutes to go. Here come Belgium again. Cross comes in for a goal kick at the end for Egypt. I mean, who would be the happy team out of these lot? You'd say Egypt, but they were 1-0 up. For Belgium, of course, they'll be frustrated to let Egypt take an early lead. Just noticed in the stands that the CAF president is in Seattle watching this. I might be wrong, but I think Gianni Infantino was in the stands as well. Of course, Infantino certainly put in the air miles, which you'd think it's all expenses paid from his employers at FIFA. After all, he's the president. Here, they're everywhere already. Pretty much every tournament he goes to, he travels a lot to watch these games. caused a lot of criticism towards him and the hosts of this tournament and FIFA really over the last few weeks. As expected though, when the tournament gets going, it normally gets forgotten, these problems. Stuart says, so you have to check in, but we have lockers and I left it in there. Paris Charles is the main one for training. Interesting. Well, make sure you pack your passport every time you go up there, mate. You might need it when you land in Ireland by accident and realise, hang on, I meant to go back to England. I've ended up in Ireland. Holy moly. So France-Senegal tomorrow night, 8 PM. Do join me for that watch along. And also Wednesday at 6 PM, I think it's a 6 PM kickoff. It will be Portugal versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes and the likes will begin their World Cup campaign. Portugal tipped to do well at this tournament. Some are even predicting them to at least make the final. Of course, when you got a player like Ronaldo up front of the season, Bruno Fernandes has had. Just imagine if they had Diego Jota available. Oh, what a shame. What a player he was, though. Here come Egypt, though, with a cross. Trying to go for a late winner there. Instead, it was just straight to the hands of Courtois. Courtois rolls out the ball quickly for Belgium to maybe go against the run of play here. Here's Jamie Davies. Oh, he gets tripped. That's a yellow card. And Haney, I think, has been booked there. No doubt a foul, no doubt a free kick, and to me, no doubt a yellow card. I think Davies was waiting for that to happen. I've not seen the confirmation of the yellow, but I'm waiting to change it if it is. Well, I've not actually seen the confirmation of the yellow card, so maybe it wasn't booked. They'll leave it for now, so I'm not sure. Dr. Congo, Crosland, it's Democratic Republic of Congo. How many times do I keep telling you? Honestly. Right, free kick here, De Bruyne behind it, swings it in, goalkeeper didn't catch it, instead he punched it away. It was a good clearance. As I say, that Belgium come in now, oh, what a save! What a header, but what a save by Chabert, who keeps Egypt in the game. And just as we talk about that, here come Egypt trying to go on the counter. Stopped on the halfway line though. Not quite sure who produced the header there for Belgium. Well, I know who saved it. It was a header across goal. Just had the confirmation that the attendance today is 66,775 spectators in Seattle. You can't argue that the attendances are looking very good for this World Cup. People forget the USA 94 World Cup before this World Cup was the most attended World Cup. Yet that was when it was a tournament of 24 teams, which was less games than the tournament since then, when it expanded to 32 teams from France 98 onwards. So that's pretty impressive. Oh, that was a close moment for Courtois. He's had to tip the ball out for a corner. I think it was a poor, well, I'm not going to say a poor cross, but I don't think it was expected to reach the goal there. It nearly hit the crossbar. And the header was McKelly, who is the centre half, who nearly got it into that corner of the net, only to be denied by the left hand of Chabert. Meanwhile, Egypt have this corner with 6 minutes still remaining. Header across, only for it to go, and there's a chance to go for goal, and it's blocked. Egypt certainly not accepting a draw at the moment. Here comes another cross, only for it to be headed away and then booted up in the air to push that ball a bit further away. 6 minutes remaining. Meanwhile, a long delivery across to the right-hand side. Here's Mamouche. Mamouche now, a good short pass. Oh, and it's again another low ball cross blocked. Well, I think that was De Kuiper. Of course, he's got to be careful. He's already got a yellow since he's come on. So he didn't want to get that wrong in the penalty area. Throw and taken short for Egypt. Low ball cross. Doesn't find anyone in a white shirt. McKelly is happy to clear that way. Lukaku chests it down, picking up the pass from the halfway line. Then De Bruyne plays a forward long ball pass to him. Only for Lashing to kick the ball in the other direction for a throw into Belgium in the Egypt halfway mark. Well, it's going to be 2 substitutions here for Belgium. De Bruyne is done for the day. He comes off. I must admit, with only a few minutes to go, you think they might keep him on to the end of the run, but maybe he's asked to come off, maybe he's feeling the heat that we've seen here in Seattle today. Vanakin coming on for him. Now here come Egypt again. You know what, they were not afraid to go for it here, they've been brilliant. And it was Doku that's come off as well for Matheus Fernandes Pardo. Here they come now, Belgium. It's on the far side. 3 of them on that right wing, and now the cross comes in, and Lukaku with the header goes way over the crossbar at the end, and he smacks his hands in frustration. He only needs one chance, a striker like him. It's a great cross. Don't think it could have been any better. Lukaku, maybe, just maybe. Yeah, maybe hits it maybe a bit too early, I'm not quite sure. Just didn't get the direction he wanted there. So 4 substitutions so far from Belgium, 3 from Egypt. Burgoyne's in the live chat page. There's a double substitution now coming from Egypt. Fatty's gone off. Meanwhile, there come Egypt. Balls out, foul in the box. Referee says play on. It was on the edge of the box. So not quite sure if that would have been a free kick. Sorry, a penalty or a free kick, really. So Adele's come on for Fatty, the striker come on for the midfielder. I'll say this now, next goal wins, and both teams are going for it here, which is great to see. And a shot blocked again. Egypt are doing anything they can to get that winning goal. Only for the delivery there, right in front of Courtois to be cleared away. Good defending. Trying to pick up the header, no, he's beaten. Egypt deal with that situation very well. 5 minutes of added time. Five minutes of added time. Who's going to win this? If there is going to be one. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle. Referee says play on, and so they should. Egypt now, 1 minute the ball on the halfway line. Here they come now, inside the 18-yard box on the left-hand side. 4 white shirts in the box. Oh, and it's dead. They didn't even get that delivery that they wanted. And it's intercepted by, I think it was Trossard. And it's booted away back to the Egyptian goalkeeper. As you'd expect, the Egyptian coaches were expecting that to be a a penalty kick. Their opinion that should have been. Two minutes gone out of these 5 minutes. Now here come Belgium. Of course, as I keep saying, next goal wins. Oh, and they cut in there. Lukaku's got it now. He's got his back towards goal, though. He's having to get forced out the penalty area to make a pass out to the left-hand side. Tillemans. Oh, the cross is blocked, though. And they'll have to settle for a throw in here. I think Egypt. I think a draw is probably a fair result, to be honest with you. Stuart saying, Danny Murphy saying it wasn't enough. I mean, yeah, I think referees seem to be so hesitant though when it's in the penalty area, because we all know that if that happened anywhere else in the pitch, the referee wouldn't hesitate, they'd give it as a foul. So why is it any different in the penalty area? I think referees know they get penalties at game-changing moments, but you know, a foul's a foul. I'm not on about this incident, I've just been in general. It just feels like that's what happens. Wow, we've got less than 2 minutes to go of these 5 minutes given to us by our referee. All of them have made substitutions, 5 each. Gives me a break from editing the list, that's for sure. So, set piece to come. Tillemans, I think, is behind this free kick on the left-hand side. Brings it in with his right foot and a free effort at goal there. Only for it to just go over the crossbar. I think that was McKennie who had the attempt with his foot. He just looped it over his head with his right boot and nearly got it into that top right corner. And remember, he was the man who had a free header early on to make the goalkeeper stretch it out and keep it out. Into the last 40 seconds. Rudy Garcia feeling the heat. He's got a towel. He's wiping the sweat off his forehead. What has been a warm, sunny day here in Seattle. Egypt nearly with a last-minute goal, only for the cross being converted for the goalkeeper to comfortably pick it up. Would that have been the last attempt there for Egypt to win the game? Will it end all square? Ball goes out for a goal kick for Egypt. And I think, well, we've reached 5 minutes. And I got a feeling the referee will be, yeah, he's picked up the ball, the referee, and that indicates the end of this Group G match here at the Seattle Stadium. One apiece to both teams. 1 point each for both Belgium and Egypt. And I think it's been a tremendous game of football, a great group stage game between, you could say, the most successful team in Africa against a very talented Belgium team. Ended 1-1, all started. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, I couldn't mute the mic in time. I do apologise, folks. Sorry about that. Hay fever's kicking in. But no, it was, of course, a game that started off with a 20th minute opening goal from Imam Ashawa, scoring on the 20th minute after he picked up a pass from the birthday boy of Mo Salah just outside the box. He had space, he had his back towards goal, and he decided to turn the ball and then go for goal, and it was a wonderful finish into the bottom left corner. As I said earlier on, if you can score from a long range out against a goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois, you've done all right there, mate. You've got to take credit for that, definitely. And then obviously Belgium, pretty much from when they conceded, Belgium certainly upped the possession stats and the attempts on goal. And it wasn't until the second half that, just moments after Romelu Lukaku came on, around the 65th minute mark, it was Lukaku. Well, I think it was an own goal. They've still got it up on... No, they have. They've changed it. Mohamed Hani with the own goal. So Lukaku will not get a goal credit to him there. So sadly for him, he won't get a goal added to his tally for Belgium. And for him, it will be Mohamed Hani who will have the home goal against him instead. And that was it, really. I think after that, we saw from both teams went for it. And that's what I like to see. I did fear that one or two substitutions that Hazem hasn't made, I did fear that Egypt were just going to try and defend the 1-1 tie and just try and get the point instead. But no, they were brave. They went for it. They had a few attempts themselves. So did Belgium. Belgium could have won the game as well. So both teams went for it at the end. And I think both sets of players, as they, of course, handshake at the end here, a lot of respect between them in what has been a very challenging game, I think, for them all as well. Just on the high end of the 20s in terms of temperatures here in Seattle. And it's been a good group stage game, of course. Still 2 games to come for both of them in the groups here in Group G. And there are 2 more matches to come today at this FIFA World Cup. Coming up at 11 p.m. UK time, that is. If you're in another country, you may have to check online what time that is for you. But Saudi Arabia will kick off their campaign against the first original winners of the FIFA World Cup all the way back in 1930. That is Uruguay. That'll be 11 p.m. kickoff. So that's the next one in just under an hour's time. And then it'll be the other part, the second part of Group G, taking place at 2 a.m. again, UK time. That is Iran versus New Zealand. Iran, it looks as though they will get to play football at this tournament, which, you know, politics aside, it's great to see that they will be playing in the World Cup. Of course, they've had so much distraction, so much media on them, and of course having to deal with so much from just getting into the country to play their football. So hopefully that hasn't been a burden to them preparing for their opening game against New Zealand. That's at 2 a.m. So anyway, I think we'll wrap up there, to be honest, folks. Thank you very much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. I will be back tomorrow night. That is the plan. Tomorrow night, same time, 8 p.m. France versus Senegal. and hopefully see you all there. So for me, Jamie Davies, and here on Let's Talk Sport, if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, and give this stream a like. I'd really appreciate it. So it is Belgium and Egypt that take a share of the spoils, and it's certainly shown that this World Cup is full of many competitors, and it's fair to say that the traditions at this World Cup are being fairly challenged from what we've seen in these first 2 games today. Have a good one, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day.